What is the best vitamin for sciatic nerve pain sufferers? According to Harvard Medical School, 40% of adults over 50 now suffer from warning signs of sciatic nerve decay, or SND for short. But is it possible that there has been one simple vitamin hiding in plain sight for decades that could relieve this misery for these millions of Americans? And could it be true that the number one cause of sciatic nerve pain is not a spine disorder, old age, or a bad back, but instead 3 common vitamin deficiencies running rampant in adults over 50? Can this one vitamin instantly replenish these 3 deficiencies and relieve the discomfort associated with them? In this short video, we answer all these questions and put to the test whether or not this one vitamin holds up to its big reputation. For example, I read a review online about a woman in her 60s who had been suffering from sciatic nerve pain for the past 7 months. Searing sciatic nerve pain in her back and down her left leg. And the results she shared after taking this vitamin for just 4 days were shocking. I want to put her results and the 51,000 other users' results to the test to see if their success stories hold up to the most recent science. So, I hired top sciatic nerve pain researchers to share with me the hidden insider information on this one powerful vitamin, to see for myself whether or not this one vitamin really is the real deal or not. I'm going to play the video in just a few moments, so put away all distractions and get ready to pay close attention, because this information is truly powerful. I'm going to start the video now.
Hi there, my name is Stephen from the sciaticaresearchcenter.org. We are a group of top sciatica experts, spine surgeons, and Harvard medical doctors, with one goal in mind: to help you get out of sciatic nerve pain fast. Today I'm going to talk about the number one cause of sciatic nerve pain in adults over 50. Trust me, it's not what you think it is. Plus, you will also find out why you should avoid chiropractors, CBD, stretching, massages, TENS machines, and other common remedies. The sad truth is many Americans choose temporary solutions while never addressing the real problem of their sciatic nerve pain. Do you see this photo? Look closely, because even though it might not look like anything special, this frayed rope explains why your sciatic nerve is hurting. New research from places like Harvard and Stanford suggests that sciatic nerve pain isn't solely caused by back injuries, the piriformis muscle, genetics, or spine disorders like a bulging disc degeneration, or spinal stenosis. In fact, top doctors now know that sciatic nerve pain is actually linked to 3 little-known vitamin deficiencies. These vitamin deficiencies are common yet pervasive, and you will be shocked to find out what they are when I reveal them to you. When your body is low in these 3 sciatic nerve nutrients, spine surgeons noticed a 200 to 300% increase in the production of an inflammatory protein. This inflammatory protein wreaks havoc on your sciatic nerve health and causes an internal chain reaction that leads to searing pain in your hips, buttocks, and legs. What's even worse is that it can also lead to long-term nerve damage. Simply put, this inflammatory protein is causing your sciatic nerve to look like a damaged, frayed rope. And if you are over the age of 50, you can blame this inflammatory protein for why it's so hard to find relief from sciatic nerve pain. Millions of Americans are now suffering from sciatic nerve decay, or SND for short, because of this inflammatory protein. So if you have any of the following warning signs of a decaying sciatic nerve, such as mild to severe pain in your back, hips, buttocks, or legs, numbness in your lower back, hips, buttocks, legs, or feet, dullness, electric shock, stabbing or burning sensations, pins and needles feeling in your legs, toes, or feet, then you may be a victim of sciatic nerve decay, and it's important you do something about it fast. And watch this video until the very end to understand your situation before the damage gets any worse. That's because your pain will never go away if your sciatic nerve is constantly under attack by this inflammatory protein. And if you don't do something to inhibit this inflammatory protein immediately, it can cause undue stress to your immune system and damage to nearly every other cell in your entire body. Not to mention the mental and emotional anguish it can cause on your well-being. Like most people who suffer from sciatic nerve pain, you're probably looking for fast relief. That's why I'm also going to show you the #1 vitamin you can take each morning to replenish all 3 vitamin deficiencies and directly target the inflammatory protein responsible for maintaining your sciatic nerve pain. Like clockwork, every single day. Maybe you suffer from numbness and tingling. You'll also discover why both numbness and tingling is also considered a form of sciatic nerve pain. So get comfortable, stick with me, and pay really close attention, because this information is going to set you and your loved ones free from embarrassing and frustrating sciatic nerve discomfort. Because when you discover what I'm about to show you, it can truly transform your entire life. And what's even better, when your body is replenished of these vitamins, your nervous system can start to repair any of the damage that has been caused to your sciatic nerve by this intense inflammation. You'll soon say goodbye to the burning discomfort that makes it feel like your muscles are being torn in half. You might even be able to sleep soundly on your side again. But before I reveal this one vitamin to you, let me reintroduce myself and tell you more about the Sciatica Research Center. We've had the great fortune to be a top educational resource for hundreds of thousands of Americans suffering from sciatic nerve pain. Besides serving the rich and famous, we have also had the privilege to help everyday Americans with their sciatic nerve pain problems. We have millions of readers and visitors that come to us on a regular basis. You see, our inspiration comes from a very deep and personal place. The founder of the research center lost his grandmother to sciatica and back pain. She received 3 back surgeries before losing her life a few months after. And while he never really fully got over that loss, it was one of his biggest inspirations to pursue a career in this field and, most importantly, make his grandmother proud. He recruited a top spine surgeon from UC Davis Orthopedic Center, a medical doctor from Harvard, and a PhD molecular biologist to help his cause. And within the past few years, after working with this dream team, we have been flooded with people reaching out asking for help. This all happened because we started digging deeper than anyone had before on why so many Americans were unable to find relief from sciatic nerve pain. Because if you're struggling with sciatic nerve shocks that shoot like a bullet across your lower back and down your legs into your feet, you're probably familiar with this story. Most people that come to us are very smart and experienced people. You're just following what your doctors are telling you. But this begs a question. Why is it that conventional methods and even alternative medicines have such dismal success rates? According to our surveys and research, it's because most of them are focusing on the wrong problem. If you want to end the pain, you have to get rid of the source of the pain, not just try and mask the pain. This is why common solutions out there like injections, patches, and braces can actually leave you worse off than you were before. I know that's a bold claim, but I'll prove it to you. Take pain pills, for example. Doctors love to prescribe them. So much so that we spend nearly $17.8 billion every year on them. This is despite the fact they have devastated entire communities. And despite the fact that when it comes to sciatic nerve pain, the science is crystal clear. Most pain pills are completely useless. One group of Australian scientists looked at over 35 clinical studies on pain pills and concluded, it is now clear that the 3 most widely used and guideline-recommended medicines for spinal pain do not provide clinically important effects over placebo. In other words, they're good for nothing. Then there's the other study from the American Chemical Society that shows opioids can actually lead to chronic inflammation and heightened pain sensitivity. In other words, they actually cause pain, making them even worse than useless. You'd expect doctors to pay attention to this stuff. but most of them just keep on tearing through their prescription pad, which just goes to show you just how out of touch they can be. Most doctors have it all wrong. They're great when it comes to putting you together after a bad accident, but they're lousy at fixing things without resorting to dangerous procedures or a pill. So this begs another question. Why are these solutions so commonly recommended? Well, it all goes back to the belief millions of Americans mistakenly have. Spine disorders are the only cause of sciatic nerve pain. Spine disorders like bulging discs, disc degeneration, spinal stenosis, and back injuries are often mistakenly blamed for the sole cause of sciatic nerve pain. But get this, there is a paper published by the North American Spine Society, and it shows that nearly 90% of individuals 60 years of age or older have bulging discs or disc degeneration, but absolutely no pain symptoms. And it's not just people older than 60 either. More than half of people in their 30s have some kind of disc degeneration, but again, no pain. Sounds almost unbelievable, right? Especially since we've all been led to believe that if you have disc problems, then you absolutely must have pain as well. But that's a bald-faced lie. Just look at these charts from the same paper. Do you see what this shows? Despite what we've all been led to believe, problems with our discs like degeneration, bulging, or herniation are actually completely normal. These researchers concluded the same thing when they said that disc problems are part of the normal aging process rather than pathologic processes requiring intervention. One doctor even compared our bulging discs to gray hair, showing that they do not always indicate pain. All of this is weird, right? Because as I said, most doctors treat bulging discs like some kind of medical emergency. But when you go in for an MRI and they tell you your bulging discs are the cause of your sciatic nerve pain, it's like saying gray hair causes your Alzheimer's. I know that sounds silly, but it's exactly what's happening. And it's why the innocent-seeming MRI can actually be so incredibly dangerous for people who don't know this simple fact. But the rabbit hole goes deeper. Because while so many people have bulging discs but no pain, there are a lot of people who have pain but no bulging discs. 1 million patients every year to be exact. How do we make sense of all these facts? For our team, there was only one conclusion to draw. Something else must be the number one cause of sciatic nerve pain in adults over 50. Now, the key to solving this problem is first, understanding how the sciatic nerve works. You may be one of the millions who have sciatic nerve pain, but very few people understand what's actually happening inside their sciatic nerve. So let's dive right in. You have 5 sciatic nerve pathways running through your body. They control all movement and function in your thigh, leg, and foot. It's a mixed nerve. Think of a piece of rope. Your sciatic nerve is essentially a rope made up of strands of motor nerves and sensory nerves. This large band-shaped nerve is as wide and as flat as the penny you have in your pocket. It is the bridge that plugs in your central nervous system to your legs, feet, and thighs. When things are working the way nature intended, signals from your nervous system glide across your nerve effortlessly and without pain. But when things aren't working the way nature intended, there are pain signals skidding across your sciatic nerve. Pretty soon your inflamed nerve starts sparking like a transformer that's been struck by lightning. With each spark, pain surges through your pain channels down your buttocks and leg. And what's crazy is that therapies and remedies are recommended, despite the fact the sciatic nerve itself is not even viewed on the tests. This recommendation for your sciatic nerve pain is like if a doctor said you had high blood pressure without ever using a blood pressure monitor to get your reading, or if a doctor prescribed you drugs for blood sugar without ever ordering blood tests to see your levels. When you have sciatic nerve pain, they check your spine, your back and muscles, but rarely do they ever check your nerve health. How stupid is that? Considering you don't even need to be a doctor to know that your nerves are the ones responsible for sending signals of pain. The problem is, for years doctors thought sciatic nerve pain was solely caused by injuries or disc problems. Dozens of new studies now show an entirely different part of your body may be at fault, and it's called your IRS, your inflammatory response system. After discovering this, our analysts read everything they could get their hands on about inflammation, what triggers it, how it works, and why it causes so much pain. In fact, what they learned explained exactly why none of the other therapies worked, and for those that did, why they didn't last. Their first breakthrough came when they came across a paper published in the Pain Research Forum in May of 2020. It was reporting on research from scientists at the University of Texas MD Anderson Cancer Center in Houston. It stated that an obscure protein had emerged as the key perpetrator of pain. What researchers discovered is an inflammatory protein called peptidase inhibitor 16, or PI16 for short. And when this protein gets released, it drives inflammation through what's known as the cytokine storm. This cytokine storm is responsible for that raw, tender burning sensation associated with sciatic nerve pain. This phenomenon also makes your nerves super swollen and super sensitive. When they first read this, they thought it had to be some sort of mistake, because every doctor they talked to said they were addressing the inflammation, but nothing worked, including anti-inflammatories and steroid shots. The researchers were bound to figure this out, so they read over 114 studies and 25 chapters in 12 different medical textbooks on physiology and anatomy, and sent emails to every doctor they knew who had any sort of background in neurology and immunology. And while it still wasn't clear on how exactly this information could help, the team had felt deep in their gut that the answer was hiding in there somewhere. They just couldn't connect the dots. But after many months more of research, this is what they were able to conclude. PI16 makes your nerves more sensitive and amplifies the pain, but it's only the first piece of a three-part puzzle. The full three-piece puzzle is called the nerve pain triad. It's a series of biochemical reactions consisting of three distinct phases that can take healthy nerves and turn them into looking like a frayed rope. The problem is that it's a perpetual cycle, and unless you break the cycle, it simply repeats. That's why so many people suffer from repeating pain. However, if you can stop the cycle, you may be able to relieve your sciatic nerve discomfort. And it doesn't matter how bad or irritated your nerves are, what other therapies or remedies you've already tried, or how long you've been living with it, because unless you tackle the real problem, the nerve pain triad, then you may be stuck with paralyzing pain for the rest of your life. Simply put, address the nerve pain triad, and you get your life back. As it turns out, the PI16 protein is part of the nerve pain triad. The problem is that PI16 doesn't work alone. It's merely part of an entourage of biochemical accomplices, chemicals you've probably heard of like COX-2 and 5-LOX. This gang of inflammatory thugs fan the flame of inflammation and irritate your nerves. But it doesn't stop there. You see, pain evolves over time. Inflammation is just the beginning. With each flare-up, your body then tries to heal itself, and it does that through phases 2 and 3 of the nerve pain triad. Have you ever noticed how tight and tender your muscles can get when your sciatic nerve is irritated? Muscles in your back, hips, legs, and calves get all knotted up. Well, the second phase of the nerve pain triad is muscle tension. And unfortunately, muscle tension soon becomes a big part of the problem. You see, reactive muscle tension involves a wide range of muscles in the lower and back hips. And one muscle in particular that can cause major problems with the sciatic nerve is the piriformis muscle. But that's not the only muscle involved. Other muscles like the superior gemellus muscle, that's because all of these muscles come into direct contact with the sciatic nerve and all the other nerves in your back and legs, and at some point can irritate and even compress them when they're in spasm. And just like inflammation, the longer muscle tension lasts, the more likely it can do long-term damage to the surrounding nerves. The knots and trigger points can also cause all sorts of pain. You know the ones. Deep pressure on them hurts, but it's like a hurts so good kind of pain. Those tender trigger points are basically localized muscle spasms, and when muscles are constantly under tension, they can cut off blood supply to the area and strangle the sciatic nerve. That's why other solutions rarely fix the problem. Which brings me to phase 3 of the nerve pain triad, fibrosis. Now, fibrosis is just a fancy word for scar tissue. And if you think about it, it makes sense that your body would try to create scar tissue during the healing process. You can think of it as an internal scab. And while it can be useful in some cases, scar tissue caused by chronic inflammation often causes more problems than it solves, especially when it comes to the nerves in your back and legs. And just like muscle tension can compress and irritate your nerves, fibrosis can trap the nerves in a web of scar tissue, causing a flare-up at any time. Everything from picking up your grandchildren to bending over in the garden or playing golf can trigger severe pain. And until you address all 3 phases of the nerve pain triad, sciatic nerve pain may be a part of your life forever. When our director of research discovered this, he was shocked but excited. He thought to himself, what if we could find a way to help the body stop the nerve pain triad and not just cover up the pain? He knew deep down that if he could do that, his clients would never have to worry about sciatic nerve pain again. He went on to tell me that this discovery explained why common therapies and remedies weren't working for his clients over 50 years old. Chiropractic and stretches may give a nice pressure relief, but do nothing for the nerve pain triad. Anti-inflammation pills work for temporary pain relief, but do nothing for the nerve pain triad. Pain creams and CBD may numb the pain a little, but do nothing for the nerve pain triad. Back braces and other gadgets may help give you that instant relief, but do nothing for the nerve pain triad. Massage and other therapies are relaxing and nice, but do nothing for the nerve pain triad. So in summary, all these solutions just mask the pain instead of fighting against the nerve pain triad. And it doesn't matter what other solutions you've already tried or how long you've been living with it. Unless you address the nerve pain triad, you may be stuck with the pain forever. Now that the research team discovered this, next it was figuring out how to help it. Our medical team has spent years trying to help people with chronic pain caused by all sorts of health complications. But when it came to sciatic nerve pain, the painkiller formulas the research center was formulating weren't getting them the results they so desperately needed. So this brilliant idea struck our director. He said, what if we could find a way to help the body support sciatic nerve health and not just cover up the pain? In order to do this, we all have to work together to figure out how to help support sciatic nerve health from the inside out, instead of the outside in. This could literally mean relief from sciatic nerve pain for millions of people around the world. No more fiery hot pins and needles. It won't feel like someone is hacking into your thigh with a lightning bolt. No more having the tiniest of movements and the lightest of touches send slashing feelings through your backside, or having to move an inch at a time until you find a position that takes the pressure off. We first started by looking at history. We began researching how our ancestors healed their sciatic nerve pain and targeted the inflammation behind it. There are tens of thousands of vitamins and herbs out there, and most of them have little to no clinical research or clinical studies behind them. It wasn't until we started digging and going back generations and even centuries that we found what we were looking for. And after many months of testing and researching, the team stumbled upon a little-known study in the U.S. National Library of Medicine. It mentioned an odd vitamin that had been used in Italy in the modern medical setting to help with neuropathy and nerve pain for many years. Could this vitamin also help with sciatic nerve pain? It's called palmitoylethanolamide, or PALM for short, and it's the main ingredient in a popular vitamin called Alpha Palm. And it turns out it's one of the easiest, most effective ways to fight against phase 1 of the nerve pain triad. Recent research has revealed that Alpha Palm acts like a molecular kill switch to inhibit the inflammatory protein at its very core. When you ingest Alpha Palm, it's like having an army of white knights fight all the inflammatory proteins in your body that are wreaking havoc on your nerve cells. And because it does that, that means Alpha Palm helps fight against the cytokine storm I mentioned earlier, which is a key contributor to phase 1 of the nerve pain triad. The studies behind this vitamin had our medical team blown away. One study from PubMed.gov even showed it was effective as a vitamin therapy for people with failed back surgery. And if that isn't enough proof for you, there are 16 other clinical trials on this vitamin and its effects on pain. The one that caught our team's eye the most was titled Double-Blind Randomized Controlled for Lumbosciatica. They found 636 volunteers and split them up into 3 groups. One group received a placebo, 300 milligrams of this vitamin, and a third group got 600 milligrams of the vitamin. After just 3 weeks, both groups of people taking this vitamin experienced significantly better sciatic nerve discomfort relief compared to the placebo. Those taking the higher dosage did the best of all. And not only that, the studies show that this vitamin can relieve anxiousness, encourage a positive mood, and promote sound sleep. This means you can start noticing a difference within the first few days of taking it. Here are some verified reviews of the vitamin that we have got online. Just listen to what James L. had to say. Love this. I have been using many different products for my nerve discomfort for the last 2 years, including prescription drugs and over-the-counter products. I always believe that rather than address the symptoms, I need to get to the root cause of the problem. This product indeed does just that, and I am noticing real improvements after using this formula for a very short period of time. I am very satisfied that my situation keeps getting better and better. Or Michelle T., who told us, this formula is a miracle. I could barely sit, stand, walk, or sleep due to discomfort, which went from my hip to knee to foot. Within an hour of using this formula, the discomfort was reduced. I used it again before bed and actually got a good night's sleep. After only a few days, my discomfort in my hip has been reduced by 75%, and I no longer have discomfort in my knee or foot. And here's one that really blew us away. Jason H. sent us this message. When sciatica hit, it was awful. I could barely walk. My leg and back hurt so bad. I tried all kinds of things. Pain pills, acupuncture, and yoga, but nothing seemed to help. It would always flare back up. I was desperate, so when I got this opportunity to test this solution, it felt like a blessing for my sciatic nerve discomfort. I feel stronger and more hopeful than ever. Thank you for this. If this vitamin is working so well for these folks, can you imagine how it could change your life? So our team of medical experts and researchers decided to contribute to the cause by encapsulating the power of this potent vitamin and call it Sciatic Pro Plus. The truth is, if you want to support your sciatic nerve health and no longer want to neglect it, then Sciatic Pro Plus is exactly what you need. It's specifically designed to help Sciatic Pro Plus nerve discomfort by supporting sciatic nerve health and fighting against the nerve pain triad. Plus, it's the only brand in the United States that contains Alpha Palm. The science-backed ingredients in Sciatic Pro Plus can help you feel better than you have in months or perhaps even years. So if you're ready to finally feel like you're in control of your own life, then Sciatic Pro Plus is for you. Sciatic Pro Plus helps fight against the nerve pain triad. Believe me, you'll be amazed at how much better Sciatic Pro Plus helps you feel. Simply take 2 capsules, and within just a short time you could start feeling incredible results. But there's one thing you should know. Sciatic Pro Plus works great with Alpha Palm, but we wanted to make it the most effective sciatic nerve health supplement out there by addressing the rest of the nerve pain triad. Finally, after months of researching clinical data, we created an even more potent formulation. After trying it out, we were amazed to discover it was even more effective. And while that was surprising, what was even more astonishing was that people who tried it out saw even better results than before. It turns out that while each one of the 12 ingredients is powerful enough on its own, together they create a medley of supernutrients that rejuvenate your entire body. So you'll not only help support your sciatic nerve health, but you'll feel healthier, happier, and younger than you have in years. The next 4 nerve pain triad ingredients in the formula are 4 powerful herbs. The first herb on the list is called Tanacetum parthenium. It's also known as feverview. The name stems from the Latin word febrifuga, which means fever reducer. But here's the thing, its use dates back to ancient Greece in the 1st century, when Greek herbalist physician Dioscorides was recommending it to his patients as a powerful anti-inflammatory. It's been studied by peer-reviewed medical journals like Phytomedicine, the Italian Journal of Pediatrics, as well as the Annals of Tropical Medicine and Public Health. Feverfew was also known as a cure for elf shot. If you're not familiar, elf shot was a common ailment in Europe. It was believed that elf shot was caused when elves shot invisible arrows into a person or animal. The invisible arrows would shoot localized and intense pain to wherever they struck. Today, it is believed elf shot might have been what we call today arthritis. Our ancestors found so many healing remedies for nerve pain and inflammation in nature. The big pharmaceutical companies would like us to look at them as ineffective historical relics because they can't profit from them. Feverfew rushes straight to the aid of your nerves and literally attacks the agents that are trying to damage and even kill the healthy nerve cells within your sciatic nerve. In fact, studies have actually shown that it can stop your sciatic nerve from becoming damaged even more. In a 2011 study conducted by the Department of Pharmaceutical Science at a top medical college, found that feverfew can help stop the damage and breakdown of your nerve cells. The more we discovered about feverfew, the more we knew it would be a total game changer for sciatic nerve pain. The next herb, passion flower, is the key to tranquilizing an injured sciatic nerve at night so you can go to sleep without discomfort waking you up every 2 hours. The amazing thing is how well it tones the sympathetic nervous system and stops the fight-or-flight response that is making your sciatic nerve pain significantly worse. 71% of those who tried passion flower found 5-star relief from anxiety and joint pain symptoms. Amazon says over 2,750 bottles of it are sold and taken each and every month. With 4,714 reviews online, passion flower has the endorsement of and is manufactured by large well-known companies in the health industry, like Now Supplements, Puritan's Pride, and Solaray. It's even sold by well-known retailers like Walmart and Whole Foods. The third herb is Chinese skullcap, which has been a staple of traditional Chinese medicine for over 2,000 years. It's known as huangqin in Mandarin and has been used in numerous herbal formulations for relieving discomfort and inflammation. Some research suggests that Chinese skullcap may have neuroprotective effects, which could directly contribute to discomfort relief. The fourth and final herb is oat straw extract. According to the famous herbalist healing book, The Complete Herbal, oat straw promotes calmness, reduces anxiety, and eases muscle tension. In summary, these 4 herbs help neutralize phase 2 of the nerve pain triad. But the process wouldn't be complete if we didn't address phase 3 of the nerve pain triad. Alcar is among the best for this. Acetylcarnitine, ALCAR, is an amino acid that fuels energy production in your cells. What is special about Alcar is that it promotes nerve growth factor, NGF, which stimulates your nerve regeneration. The MayoClinic.org says it's believed to be involved in nerve cell function and regeneration. Wayne State University School of Medicine performed 2 randomized placebo-controlled trials on 1,257 people. Conclusions? These studies demonstrate that all-car therapy is efficacious in alleviating symptoms, particularly discomfort, and improves nerve fiber regeneration and vibration perception in patients with nerve discomfort. Pretty perfect for Phase 3, isn't it? Lastly, we added 5 types of B vitamins, including the coveted Japanese vitamin, benfotiamine. Now let's talk about benfotiamine real quick. The amazing thing is how quickly it can work its way into an injured sciatic nerve and restore its function so it no longer misfires. Over 120,000 people a year buy this vitamin on Amazon alone. Over 2,919 people have reviewed it, and 72% of those who have bought it have found relief from everything from muscle spasms to sensory processing disorders to insomnia to migraines. 8,298 people have felt the need to take the time to review it, and 72.3% of them found 5-star benefits from peripheral neuropathy, diabetes, and even tinnitus. Top vitamin brands like Doctor's Best, Nutricost, and even Country Life, having done their own research and vetting, have put their brand behind it. In the last 12 months, 122,040 bottles of this vitamin were bought just on Amazon. The other 4 vitamins in this blend are just as impressive. These are not the same B vitamins you'll find in your household multivitamin. You can really only find these in specialized doctors' offices. In some countries, these are considered pharmaceutical grade and are actually prescribed by doctors because they are so effective. I won't bore you with the medical jargon of why these work better than normal B vitamins, so here's the quick summary. Most B vitamins you get in a household multivitamin are not able to be fully absorbed by the body. These next-generation B vitamins are designed to be 5 to 10 times more absorbable by the body. This is incredibly important because there are tons of studies that show many nerve pain sufferers are deficient in this vitamin category. So, included in this blend are vitamin B1, B2, B6, B9, and B12, and they are all the most bioavailable forms known to man, typically only available at special doctors' or nutritionist offices. And I know that was a lot of science to take in, but I wanted you to see how this phenomenal mixture of 12 ingredients is chock full of all the nutrients your body needs to feel its best. And now that you see the scientific proof and facts of the ingredients, you can clearly see that Sciatic Pro Plus is unlike anything else out there. Sciatic Pro Plus puts you back in control of your life without the worry of the constant cycle of pain kicking off at any moment. Since its release, Sciatic Pro Plus has helped over 41,000 people find the relief from sciatic nerve discomfort that they've literally been praying for. People like Doris Roberts wrote in to say, "Got 1 bottle for my husband to try. Just now ordered a 2nd bottle. He has had sciatic pain that kept him awake at night for over a year. He had an MRI showing spinal stenosis, which is basically a small cyst pressing on his sciatic nerve. They recommended surgery, which he wants to avoid. He tried a couple months with a chiropractor, then a few months of physical therapy, Neurontin medication, heat therapy, etc., and nothing worked. I bought him these pills, and in less than 2 weeks, he was sleeping through the night, and the discomfort has greatly diminished. He is hoping that more time on these pills may actually totally subdue the nerve pain." Here's another one. After almost 20 years of suffering with sciatica, this has proven to be a welcome relief, not just from pain, but from the fact that I was facing more steroid injections as well as surgery. I followed the recommendations and found that ever so slowly, approximately 1 month now, the discomfort is decreasing. This is not something one should expect to work instantly, as in the opioid I was prescribed. It takes time for the body to absorb and use the formula. It's a product that's at least worth a try, I definitely will be reordering. Jules wrote in to say, I've taken Sciatic Pro Plus for about a week and a half. I'm amazed at how quickly it provided relief. I honestly could not go to bed at night without either a heating pad or ice pack and pain meds. And even then, I still had pain. Walking through a grocery store was nearly impossible. Today I drove 30 miles, walked around 3 stores, and tonight I feel fine. Pain is not 100% gone, but I'd say 75 to 80%. I don't need heat or ice, and I'm comfortable to sleep without pain meds. I realize everyone reacts differently, but for me, these pills work. A woman named Tamara wrote in and had this to say, I was very skeptical. I had been in severe pain for a year just from this episode, but have had sciatica for about 4 years. I have tried other medications and injections, and honestly, the injections made the pain much more intense. So I started taking 2 pills in the morning and 2 pills at night. Wow, what a difference! I was sitting on heating pads all day and all night. No sleep because the pain was intense, but have cut the heat way down to less than an hour a day. Not taking any other meds for the pain. It is making me feel there may be light at the end of the tunnel. And lastly, here's what a man by the name of John McClellan had to say about Sciata-Ease. I just started using this product. I have definitely noticed a decrease in my sciatica pain level. It is an excellent product, and I would recommend it for anyone who suffers from sciatica pain. Much better than taking pain relief medications. My wife and I have been taking this product for a couple of months. I have read all of the reviews and was skeptical about long-term relief. I can safely say that this product does work and continues to work. It's a little pricey, but it's well worth the money, as it has provided both my wife and I relief that other products that we've tried did not. Thank you, Sciatic Pro Plus. The truth is, we honestly feel everyone has a right to feel their best. And after seeing how many have suffered out there, when there's a natural, safe, and effective solution that works, well, we knew we had to step in and change things for the better. We refused to accept mediocrity. That's why we spent months researching each and every ingredient just to make sure you get the very best. And we're confident that once you try it, you'll be able to adapt and overcome any obstacles in your path. Remember, too much strain, sitting for hours at a time, bad posture, processed foods, and some medications can agitate the nerve pain triad. But when you address the nerve pain triad and break the vicious cycle, Sciatic Pro Plus can help ease discomfort and stiffness, support nerve health, support a healthy inflammatory response, restore mobility, improve flexibility, strengthen muscles, boost energy and endurance, relieve stress. Once you have the energy, strength, and power that come with trusting your body, you'll be able to do the impossible. But right now, there's a huge supply chain crisis. That means we could run out of any one of the powerful ingredients in Sciatic Pro Plus. However, we're absolutely unwilling to sacrifice the quality of our product by using cheaper, less potent substitutes. With all the shortages, we have to make sure everyone who wants to use Sciatic Pro Plus has a chance to get it. That's why if you want access, you'll need to meet 2 simple qualifications first. Criteria number 1. I don't want Sciata-Ease to just sit on your shelf. If you buy it, I want you to take it and get the full benefits. If you want to get true results, you need to commit to taking Sciatic Pro Plus every day, rain or shine. Criteria number 2. You don't need to be a Navy SEAL to know there are no quick fixes. Real change takes time. That's why you must be committed to taking Sciatic Pro Plus for the long term. Believe me, the first time I tried out Sciatic Pro Plus, I felt like a new person. There's nothing like the feeling of being in control of your body again. But that great feeling of being able to move again didn't stop there. The longer I took Sciatic Pro Plus, the better I felt. That's why I recommend you order at least a 3-month supply. It's the best way to make sure you always have enough Sciatic Pro Plus on hand. If you fit the 2 criteria I mentioned above, then you qualify for a special discount. This discount will automatically be applied. However, if you leave this page, you lose it forever. It wouldn't be crazy to say that people would be willing to pay $100 a bottle. As I mentioned earlier, Sciatic Pro Plus contains a powerful medley of ingredients specifically formulated to ease nerve discomfort by supporting sciatic nerve health. Each one of the 12 ingredients has been checked for potency, purity, and safety. And to make sure we have the highest quality, we source our ingredients from all over the world. Individually, the cost of these ingredients could add up to more than $200, and some ingredients can't even be bought in a store. However, our proprietary formulation allows us to bring the cost down to just $100. At that price, we could easily sell tens of thousands of bottles. However, we understand that times are hard right now, and we don't want you to be priced out of the benefit of Sciatic Pro Plus. That's why we've decided to slash the price to just $69 a bottle, so that everyone who wants to has a chance to get their own supply of Sciatic Pro Plus. No one should have to suffer just because they're short on money. That's just $2.30 a day, less than the cost of a candy bar. That's more than 30% off the regular price. Now, while that's a pretty steep discount, the more bottles you buy, the bigger discount we can give you. So you could end up getting all the benefits of Sciatic Pro Plus for just $1.63 a day. Plus, when you accept a 3-month starter kit, you'll get 3 bottles for even cheaper, along with free shipping. Just select the best value box below, and we'll rush you your 3-month supply of Sciatic Pro Plus. Oh, and one last thing. Sciatic Pro Plus isn't sold in stores or on any other website. It's the best way to make sure you don't pay a penny more for Sciatic Pro Plus than you have to. So if you want to take advantage of this special discount, I suggest you get your own supply right now. In a few short moments, you'll see a big yellow button that says Add to Cart. Click it and you'll be taken to the order page. Once you choose the package that's right for you, you'll be taken straight to the secure order page. Fill all of the details and click the order button. You'll get your first order of Sciatic Pro Plus right to your doorstep in just 5 to 7 business days. But before you get your supply of Sciatic Pro Plus, I want to make sure you feel completely comfortable with your decision. That's why I'd like to offer you our Try It Before You Buy It guarantee. I'm so sure you'll be happy with Sciatic Pro Plus that I'd like to give you a full 180 days to try it out. Order it and try it out. If after 180 days you're not absolutely thrilled with the results, we'll give you every penny of your money back. No questions asked. That's quite a bargain, considering that you can get a no questions asked refund if you don't get the kind of relief we've spelled out here. When you add up all the pain-saving advantages of our 100% 90-day money-back guarantee, I think you'll agree it's an irresistibly attractive offer and a diamond-studded opportunity to regain the feeling of being in control of your body again. Listen, we're a family-run business, not a big faceless corporation that's out to fleece you. After everything I've been through, we just want to help others get their lives back again. I strongly believe each and every person has an obligation to make this world a better place in whatever way they can. It's just the right thing to do. And if that means I can help just a few more people to live the life they've been dreaming of, then I've done my job. So right now, you have 2 choices. 1, you can keep fighting to get through another day, praying you can make it through, and hoping your spouse and family don't get sick of you, leaving you all alone. Or 2, you can refuse to be broken and rise again as the powerful warrior you're meant to be. All you have to do is try out Sciatic Pro Plus, and you won't have to worry anymore. Instead, you'll be able to defy the odds and start living a whole new life. You'll be unstoppable. Click the button below to get started. Remember, there's no telling how long this will be in stock. I don't want to see you without the one thing you need to make a huge difference in your life. So don't wait. Click the Add to Cart button below to get started. Here's what others are saying about Sciatic Pro Plus.
Hi, my name is Patty Benjamin, and I haven't actually been diagnosed with sciatica, but I have every single symptom of it, and I
tried Sciatic Pro Plus.
And my leg, I had and still have numbness all around from my top of my buttocks, all around it, in my hip and lower back area, and down on the back of my leg, and then it wraps around the knee area, all the way around it, and the back of my calf, and around my ankle, and then underneath my foot and my toes. And I was taking
Sciatic Pro Plus,
which worked amazingly for it. After the first bottle was gone, I got onto the second bottle, I was feeling a lot different. My leg wasn't so stiff, and it wasn't so sleepy, and it wasn't so heavy. And then the next bottle, it was even better. And the next bottle, it was the best it's been for like 3 or 4 years. And the stuff works. It does well. I love it. Thank you.